Good afternoon, ladies and germs. Welcome back to the channel. So, just want to preface the video saying from the last video where we were talking about, life updates in the harness bar, because I know that was probably 2 videos ago at this point, but I just want to say thank you to guys, to those of you guys who have reached out to me and liked my DMs and stuff. I'm doing fine. I just was venting more than anything because, life is difficult, obviously, like I mentioned. So, update on the house situation. We might actually be getting it, and I am terrified, but it's going to be so cool again. So as we get closer, I'll let you guys know. But in the meantime, I'm here at the shop. I had the day off per se. I go to my day job tomorrow. I went back part-time for now just to kind of get myself through the winter, have a little bit of a cushion. I think I mentioned that before. So I didn't have any jobs today. I finished up my other E36 job quicker, thankfully, and I was sick at the start of the week. So my whole week's kind of out of whack. So today I'm kind of just hanging out, and I got bored going stir crazy at home, so I wanted to get out of the house and just kind of do something here at the shop. So I figured one of the things I really wanted to do was I love having LEDs and neons and stuff, so I forgot that I had this that I bought for my truck, and I don't have my truck anymore because I sold that to pay bills. So drift car, well, why not? And if you're wondering why the BMW is up on the lift, again, it's because I kind of broke it. And this one came from the last drift event. I don't think I mentioned it on camera. I might have. So you can see some heat spotting. Nothing like absolutely crazy that you'd expect for, a drift car. But mind you, this clutch only has like 800, maybe 1,000 miles on it. But the real gremlin is this guy. So transmission's good. But look at how I destroyed this clutch, dudes. Like, bonkers, right? Absolutely exploded this guy. Pressure plate somehow got clutch material all up in all these crevices, which is causing some of these fingers to not even want to, retract all the way because it's so packed full of clutch material. So yeah, I don't really know. Well, I mean, obviously I know how I did it, but it comes as a surprise to me that it happened so quickly. Mostly because this is the go-to clutch for all BMW drift guys. It is the FX Motorsport Stage 2. It's made essentially eBay clutch, but from what I've understood, it's like the Chinese off-brand of Clutch Masters. I think it's like their cheaper version. And I post on some drift pages. Apparently, I just got a bad one. Like, there's dudes running multiple seasons on here, let alone multiple track days, and I only got 2 days in before it exploded like that. So I am giving it one more chance, except for this time I bought the Stage 3, which was the same price. And again, it's a clutch pressure plate flywheel setup with a chromoly flywheel, but this one's a 6-puck. Now, I run the 6-puck in my Integra, essentially the same thing. Hopefully it lasts. If it doesn't, I'm going to go spend the real money after that. Might even reach out to Action Clutch, see if we can get a partial sponsor or something, because, excuse me, still getting over this stuff from Monday. It's like, obviously, a bunch of nasal stuff, so, yeah, I'm hoping I can. Hopefully this one doesn't break very quickly because I want to be able to make it work. So in this video, we're not going to do it, so you'll see this again whenever I go to make the video putting the clutch back together. But yeah, so in the meantime, I also want to give a quick thank you, shout out to Lazyman Garage because he sent me this. He hit me up on text the other day. He was like, hey, show me your welding table, and noticed that it was apparently missing something, which I really, Chris, if you watch this, I really don't want to, I thank you very much because I'm going to use this one instead because this looks like a much better one. But that's what this is. This is a TIG torch holder. I just keep it out of the way over here, magnetized to my cabinet. But I love you. You're great. I really, really appreciate you thinking about me. And again, I definitely will be using this one more because I like this one's under the table, like off the table and not, in the way. So thank you. I will be using that. You can bet you have my word. But in the meantime, I also had to go warranty out my big ratchet because the transmission decided to break my, nice icon ratchet yesterday. And in the meantime, I have nothing else going on. So let's go ahead and let's throw. Oh, that was the other thing is I was going to make a e-brake extension because I used the e-brake a little bit to initiate or to lose wheel speed or to slow myself down in the drift. And I'm still working on that. Obviously, I have a lot to learn, but it's a useful thing to have, but because I'm short and I sit forward, I'll show you in the car, but it's uncomfortable where my e-brake is, and I gotta fix that. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. So, obviously, bucket seat, something you're noticing I'm missing is there's no sliders. So, in the car, when I'm actually, Oh boy, trying to sit in here. The issue is that, let me turn the light away so you can actually see. So the issue is that the e-brake itself is kind of, you know, behind me almost. So I am sitting like, so with me sitting normal, this would be like my driving position like this, right? And I have to like reach way back here almost. Like, you see how awkward my arm is? Instead of just being, you know, here or even like a here thing, I'm like, bleh, and it's very awkward. So I'm gonna build an extension. I could just buy one for 50 bucks from Drift HQ, but honestly, I have the scrap metal here laying around. I'll just build one. It'll take me probably 25 minutes, and it'll be just as good. I'll just have to go buy a bicycle grip. Woo. I don't know if you guys saw this already or not, but I got a new steering wheel because I finally put a quick release in here, and LZ wheel. Shout out Ryan Denton. So yeah, get this thing off. I already deleted the button, so like I can use it like a drifter. So yeah, I just need the drift button just so it fills the hole. But I'm just gonna cut this thing off really quick because I don't even know how it goes on here, to be honest. I think there's a zip tie or something, but I'll figure it out. I knew it. There's a zip tie. Okay, well there's the boot. There we go. Just took a little loving. Sorry, let me get some light up there for you. Okay, perfect. All right, here's some 1-inch tubing. So, oh, that's perfect. Okay, yeah, so I can literally, all I gotta do is just trim it to length. I'll probably just make it, I'm gonna put the boot back on really quick. Let me do that so I can kind of just get a gauge on the length I need, so that way I can do it to fit the interior, you know. I don't like this boot, but I definitely plan on running a boot. So, running a boot. Got this thing cut to length. The next step is, before I weld it, just so it's easier to drill it, we need to make 2 holes for set screws. So I didn't really know which ones to get because I didn't know which taps I had. So I got 2 1/4 stainless ones, and I got 2 M6 by 1.0. And I know I have the M6 one, but I wanted the stainless hardware because it looks a little bit nicer, you know, as compared to the black hardware. Granted, nobody's going to see the hardware because they're tiny, but I don't know, little touches. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to drill this, just mark 2 little holes, and then we are going to tap it really quick for set holes. So we'll just do, I don't know, we'll do 1 there, move it over, 1 there. Got the M6 by 1.0 threaded. For some reason, the standard version, the 1/4-inch 120, was not wanting to fit. I tapped it with the 1/4 120 die, or tap or whatever, but the set screw wouldn't fit. So we got the M6 1.0 instead. So a little on the loose side. If it doesn't work, you know, I'll cut another piece. But I'm going to Loctite these anyway, so we should be all right here. But they thread, so cool beans. Alright, so it turns out the angle that I needed is off of 90, so my notcher doesn't go that far, so I had to notch this one by hand, but I think we pretty much got it. So, just like that. Gives me room away from the console, but it's not way up high to where I'm pulling it like that right now, because with a normal hydro that's fine, but for this one I wanted more space. So I'm going to go ahead and yeah, we'll just weld it. So, cool. not too shabby, especially for, you know, a quick little doozy of randomness. I am going to find a bicycle grip. I'll just go buy one from like Walmart or something. I'm sure they sell them to have on here for like a comfortable handle. But yep, should be good. I'm going to go ahead and put some Loctite on the threads on the little set screws, and we're done with this thing. I forgot to mention it, but I have new everything. Like the cables, I think I have one brand new, one used, but everything in the rear is new, the shoes, the rotors, you know, all that stuff. So I'm just going in here. The e-brake was grabbing a little bit higher than I liked, so I just adjusted the cables a little bit. It's already adjusted at the rear to where there's just a little bit of drag, but these ones weren't adjusted very tight up here, or very high. So now it's it's right there where it starts grabbing. So that's going to be a lot more efficient now with the extra leverage. So before it was a little hard because it felt okay, but now with the extra leverage, you know, I needed something. So we'll be good here. All right, well, now that the handbrake's done, I'm going to try and set this thing up really quick. I've used LED glow interior lights for years now. They work really well, so no complaints at all. This is what you get. They do send you the cigarette lighter one, but I don't trust my cigarette lighter in the BMW, and it's like always on. So I don't want this to always be on. I think this time I'm going to run it to the trunk. There is an inline fuse already on this, so it does tell you in the instructions to run the inline fuse, which would be right here within 6 inches of the battery. So I'm going to go ahead, and I do have some wiring here. I've got a couple different sizes. This is 18 gauge, which this is the minimum you're supposed to use. And then I've got some really thick stuff here, which I don't even know what this is, honestly. Probably like 10. I think this says 10. So yeah, it's a little overkill. So I'll try the 16 or the 18 for now, and it should get me by just fine. Worst case, I change out later. But I only run these at night anyway, and I don't drive this car every day, so I'm not really worried. Because worst case scenario, you know, the fuse pops. That's it. Then I know it's bad. Then I change the wire, and I'm only extending it from where I cut, you know, before the fuse and send it off to the battery. So it really won't even be that long because it's kind of a short car, and the battery is back here by the gas tank, and the module thing's going to be somewhere around here in the center console. I was hoping to finish this today, but I just realized what time it is, and I have somewhere to be, and I'm just going to go buy some thicker wire, because 18 gauge, I'm going to just go buy some 16, and go powder coat this and stuff. So I'll catch up with you guys in a couple of days when I get back here, and we can finish installing these lights and then wrap up the video. Alright guys, so it is pretty late, obviously. Well, it's actually not. It's like 6 o'clock, but it's pitch black here in Arizona this time of the year. But I did finish up the e-brake handle. Ended up turning out really good. It works perfect. And as for the underglow, or the interior neons, I got those sorted out as well. So it turns out I was concerned that I was going to be draining the battery. Pretty gnarly. But yeah, they have a setting on here to where, you know, for when you're hooked up to the battery like that, and if you hold the volume button for a few seconds, it'll put it into a mode where it's only on or only off, not on with power. And I did leave it, and it does not appear to be drawing amperage or voltage from the battery. But yeah, look at how it looks. Pretty sweet, right? Not too shabby. With that, I'm going to just cut the video off here. You know, I got done what I needed to get done. You know, the neons are looking cool. I can't wait to install some underglow on the car because that'll be sick to me because I've never had it before. And I'm still stuck in the 90s or 2000s. I don't know what to tell you guys. Some people love it, some people don't. And I think it's perfectly appropriate on a drift car, if I might add. So, anyways, guys, thanks for spending some time out of your day here with me. If you're new to the channel, hopefully you want to subscribe and stick around. And, yeah, I don't really know what else. So, do what you love. But the rest, go scoop a Velocity Race Hub t-shirt from the website, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.